Hello, all of you rolling beans out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Raw Zim, and this is Fallout Twin Cities Scar, Season 1, Episode 4, Finally into the Wastelands. This is one of our tabletop RPG campaigns being run with our custom Scar system, or stories and creatures in alternate realities. This system is available for open playtest on our Discord as well as itch.io. Go take a look at it, give us your thoughts, give us your feedback, give us your suggestions. But for now, off to Enja for introductions.
Hello and good day, everyone. I will be your storyteller for this evening, Angelumareus. I play the allies, I play the enemies, and I orchestrate all manner of vessels. We'll be following our players today. Starting with, well, at this point, Luecinda. Luecinda? Yeah.
Yes, that would be Luecinda. One sec. Let me adjust my microphone a bit. Okay. Yes, hello. I am Viv. I will be playing the wonderful Deathclaw known as Luecinda. She is Astral Shadow type. She is quote-unquote a maid. She is very irritated by the mess that two particular their synths, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to remember which robot thing y'all were. The two synth brothers live in, because wow, that is disorganized. They do not like. On to whoever's next.
Hello, I'm Drug Drinking Aaron. I'm going to be playing Dr. Grayson, and possibly until Tal gets here, Dr. Grayson. The Synth Twins. Metal poison type, and one's a doctor and one's a doctor. Yes. Go ahead, Sprocket.
Hi, I'm Okifer, and I play Sprocket. A little rusty protogen who's got more light bulbs than brains. He's a metal light type and is here to fix all of your drains. Or steal them. Who knows? Anyway, on to Venro.
Hello everybody, I am Razim, and I am playing as Venro, the Night Stalker. He is the Poison Earth type, and Scout, and Venomous, and is happy to deliver venom. But anyways, off to Luecinda for recap.
Oh god. Now I have to actually think about the details of what happened.
If you
Oh,
need
we can have it
assistance, I can provide a few hints.
Okay, so trying to remember which part was last session and which part was the session before. We were talking with the skeleton doodads. I frankly do not remember the name of the one that was with us.
Carl.
What's his name?
Yes, that was the name of the skeleton.
Okay.
He had a last name.
Bellene got yeeted into the void.
Apparently. Yeah, so we got to talk with him. We went to grab the slightly crazy old man with no leg bones and one leg.
Yes, that's correct.
And we had to go looking for his cash because the thing that took his leg was in his stash, and we needed to go put that back where it belonged.
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
So, more like so help him. The rest of us were fine. And then we managed to avoid a skeleton gang. Thankfully. What are they called? Like the Rattlers or something?
Yes.
I knew it
I'm
was
still
Rattle
offended
something.
by that.
Ignoring Vinro's cultural appropriation of rattling.
Excuse me, they stole it.
No, skeletons existed before you did.
They may have existed, but not as undead.
You don't know that.
I know it well enough to be offended.
Like I said, cultural appropriation, folks. Then we had, let's see. We had to place it on a pedestal. And did it, what, spoke to us? Or something? Correct, yes. Some of us were smart and it did not answer, and some of us were not smart and did answer. And apparently it wanted to, whatever was inside of it wanted to take over the surface world with an army of skeletons. Which is an interesting plan in Fallout. Thankfully, Sprocket somehow managed to MVP the situation by saying that he liked the chalky taste of Smarties, and that made the whatever it was go, oh god, the surface world sucks then.
Yes, perhaps the most easily thwarted villain yet.
So, good job, Sprocket. Gold star.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't even talking about Smarties. Chalk's just tasty.
You are the reason that they are now disinterested in the surface world. They think you're common.
Thank God for the
Boy, I
rest
wish
of us
that
that
were
he is
true.
not.
I'd be less lonely.
You are literally surrounded by people.
They don't have light bulbs for eyes.
Excuse me?
Points at the 2 cents.
Can you take
Granted,
them
ours
off?
are. Well, technically ours are CRTs, but. Yes.
Okay, then maybe I'm less lonely than I thought. Woohoo! Anyways,
Then there was some back and forth trying to convince them to give the old man his bones back. And then I frankly do not remember what Sprocket offered. I think it was one of his light bulb eyes.
Yep.
And did the being's, I guess, mother showed up. Sprocket got sucked into whatever it was, and then punted back out with a large container of Cajun jambalaya for the whole party.
Technically, both of the synth doctors made a temporary item that they could make to also offer up.
Ah, okay.
And that's why Sprocket has kept their eye.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Hot sauce and medicine. Yeah.
It'd be like that sometimes. Let's see. After that, we took all of the good loot out of Mr. Man's cache, and then we fucking left. Because staying in the weird extra-dimensional magical hole in the wall is not something anyone in the party was really feeling. We also ate some good food. Everyone went home. Luecinda got an offer to stay with the doctors because her quarters were a little bit further out, and then she rearranged one of their large piles of books because she does not like the fact that the books were not organized.
the highest crime: an unorganized bookshelf.
It wasn't even on a shelf. That was the problem. It was just a pile. So, had to repile them up just in proper order. Let's see. After that, we made sure we all had what supplies we needed, and then I believe we decided we were heading out into the actual wasteland to go look for the stuff we need.
Yep. The gems sold for a decent amount after being cleaned, and everyone got supplies.
Yep.
More supplies.
I frankly forgot about the.
Yeah, we got the money.
It wasn't a ton of money, but it was enough for some some decent things. And then that's where we ended, I believe. I don't remember anything else.
Correct. We're ready to go forth.
Well, we do have fan art.
Hey.
Oh boy.
Yep.
By Irvas! Featuring Sprocket!
I love it. My God,
This
that's
is a-
adorable.
This is a very correct image. Not allowed to eat paint. Or not allowed to eat lead. Both things can be true.
Cheat?
I mean, I can't save that paint.
I feel like that paint is a one-way ticket to
Excellent.
indigestion.
These are work here now.
Gimund. Hi, Gimund.
Okay.
Hello, you sweet cutie, you. It is a pleasure to have you, Gimund. Now do your intro.
Hi, I'm Gimund, and I'm playing Izul, the fire sonic alligator.
How did you pronounce that?
Izul.
I swear, this is a repeat of a last, where you are pronouncing it different every time. I swear you are.
I don't know. Sounds right to me.
I will go check the previous recordings later.
I think he's been consistent about calling them Izul during the intros, but the pronunciation outside of the intros has been what's varied.
I think that's more
That's
our fault
probably
than
it.
his.
Yeah. We maybe are spoiling the pot a little bit with our failure to pronounce Izul correctly. Izul bakes us piesels. There we go. Just Izul rhymes with piesel.
Well, anyways, off to you, Edja.
Oh boy. Here we go. So, the team has gathered their supplies, unless some of you still need a bit of time, but if that is the case, you are retroactively allowed to buy things if there is a case for you to have bought them normally.
I would like to have acquired a suit of power armor.
Not for sale.
Oh.
Not without being inside a faction capable of dispensing that.
That was worth a
Also,
shot.
pretty sure that is at least 4 digits of caps. At least. However, we might get to something that might have your personal interest today. Depends on how the dice roll. So, everyone ready to go?
Yep.
Sam.
Out into the world. Now, you do have a direction to go, thank goodness, and you have some basic maps at the very least. And I believe some of you are interested in a radio channel?
101.3?
Radios.
1.3 C.
You sure it shouldn't be 1337?
Oh, that's a good idea. 1337.
I thought it was 106.7.
It's just net 8008.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ace.
I mean, that's not even that, like, lewd. That's just, like, child humor.
I know, but I'm still gonna tease. I reserve the privilege to tease.
What was that about a radio channel there, Enja?
Were any of you listening to it? Because commercials still do exist, even in the Fallout universe.
Wait, so the
Also, a
Grayson's
local one by the
private
Synths.
radio station has commercials?
No, I was asking if the rest of you are going to be listening to the radio on your canonical Pit Boys.
Well, from what I understand, the radio station that we're tuning into is a local broadcast thing by the Graysons.
Yes, a local broadcast.
Oh,
No, you see what I can do is I can just patch the regular radio on so that we don't have to listen to the Grayson twins do their current rendition of Do the Twist.
Show up. Sprocket absolutely would be listening to the classical station just on repeat before this, and he'll be sad that the violins are gone.
Ah, understandable.
What kind of ads are coming on the radio station? Oh, Enja, I am curious.
Well, let's see if they're garbage or if they're interesting. Because there's one that might be of particular note. Give me a range of 10.
real quick, please tell me this isn't going to be a lemonade commercial.
No.
Okay.
What's wrong with
Look at my
lemonade?
horse,
It's
my horse is
delicious and
amazing.
yellow. Give it a lick. It tastes like raisins. I can't sing the rest of the song because it is TOS.
I'm going to say 70 through 80.
Oki, you do not understand the trauma that I have regarding lemonade caused by Enja.
Why?
Ooh.
You performed well. You even got to be the judge.
So, it is not horseplane based lemonade. Got it.
All right. Interesting. Okay. Here are the 3 commercials that you get. Hold on. Notes say.
The document is loading.
You are getting one of the air quotes advertisements is a recruitment drive for House Aurum. It has
boy.
soft piano music playing in the background. Life doesn't have to feel like the wasteland. Enjoy imported coffee, genuine chocolates, and climate-controlled accommodations. House Aurum, because quality still matters. Note: only nobles of House Aurum will be enjoying these. Work hard and raise your standing.
One of the Grayson twins changes only nobles to only assholes.
Wait, so that means I would get genuine chocolates? I've been called asshole a bunch.
The second seems to be a security announcement from a source that you can't quite pinpoint just yet. Attention to attention. Reminder. Unauthorized access to ventilation sectors remains prohibited. Trespassers may experience fines, injuries, or catastrophic structural failure. Thank you for your cooperation. And the third one is not something you've heard before. Recruitment call for all those seeking purpose and or direction. NME is doing a recruitment drive near you. Please call and it will give a number. If you are needing directions and or assistance for all manner of things. NME, don't risk your own employees, use ours.
I may not know everything, but I've never heard of this NME group before. Have any of you?
Have either of the Grayson twins? I'm gonna take that as a no.
No, this is not a group that you've heard of before.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no way Luecinda.
And does Venro have a chance to have heard about them?
Give me a lore check.
1 second.
I believe in you.
Also, I just need to point out that their acronym is NME, which we all know what that sounds like when you say it quickly.
Lemony.
No, enemy.
Nama? Enemy. Ah, I see. Yes.
I'm getting a strange transmission that also said not my employees. But it sounds like whatever that business is some sort of... How to tell I'm sick, I can't think. What's the word for it? The people that you send to do mercenaries. Some sort of mercenary group.
Mercenaries or thugs for hire.
What's the difference? Ooh, exploding
Enjoy
10
your
is number.
exploding 10.
Oh, thank you, Key. I'm also going to sold the 1.
Ooh.
6.
That's pretty good.
Very
Exploded.
good. 6 it is. Now hold on. You have heard of these. You've heard of these through your dealings with the black market beforehand. As
Wait, question.
there have
Real
been
quick, would
times-
that be a 7?
I was thinking of
No.
that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because it's
okay.
the 9 plus the 2 from the 10, and then it's not a 1 anymore, so that's a 4. So plus 3 more. So 7.
Well, does it make much of a difference with one more?
It makes a little difference because now you've heard that they were based out of Chicago last you heard of them.
Ew.
Well, it sounds like a new group is coming here. And he's just
the
going to
wrong
relay
area.
everything else that you've got to say for him on that.
Fair enough.
I'll be honest, my,
Alright, so here's what you know. They do seem like a mercenary faction, however, their slogan is generally, for all your minion and or monster needs, call NME.
I knew it.
Monster needs.
It's literally a Goonion.
Okay.
You're welcome. You're welcome for that mental image.
Can I throw the punishment on mains for that?
You may not.
Unfortunately, no.
So, do you think they get dental?
Do you have teeth?
Would you have a phone? You have a phone number to call if you so wish.
That was
Don't
question
have a
number 2.
phone.
That's a good question.
Because last I checked, the Pip Boys are just a radio. You can't really make calls with them.
It's just you were given a number, however they are advertising over the radio.
Also, I'm pretty sure many phone lines are not connected.
Yes. So you'd probably have to get a little creative to find a way to call them.
Well, it's theoretically possible to rig you up into a phone line. I wouldn't recommend doing it.
It's plausible, especially with the Grayson twins. However, do they want to do that?
I believe the answer is currently no. That sounds like a very large mistake.
Also, I do not believe they have any use for their catalog of minions and monsters.
I mean, we kind of fit the description. Maybe we could get hired. You know, any job. Well, we have bigger ones to deal with. Never mind.
I was about to say, don't we have a more major pressing issue to deal with first? Motions
Yeah,
back
more
at the
hands
mall
never
as we're
hurt.
walking.
Perhaps you could hire them to help you with looting.
If it were any other of my characters, probably.
Fair enough.
So what sort of monsters do you think they deal with? Because, like, you know, you have, like, monsters in the typical sense, like the mutated creatures, or is it more stuff like the Crucible there?
Probably more mutated creatures than the Crucible. One
Okay,
is
that's-
much more easy to come across.
That's a relief. I still see the void when I close my eyes.
That's just called darkness.
It's a bit different. You weren't there.
Out of character, the idea of an emo kid popping in and being like, "The void is in my soul. You see me."
None of you understand me. I'm adrift on this black ocean we call life. And only the strings I play the melody of my heart upon can truly elucidate those who care to listen to me. Lips fringe. Oh,
Nerd.
but before we get deeper into things, I'm trying to figure out this dice roll. How did that end up as a 7?
Okay, so
Because it had +1 from the exploding D10, and the one was
plus
sold.
2, because a 10
Plus
counts
2.
as 2. So you have, but you also he also
Right.
sold the 1, which means it goes up by 1 because the 1 is no longer tracked.
Actually,
Okay,
no,
the
it would
tens
be a
count as-
6.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
'cause I was like,
Then
"Do
consider it
tens
just
count
a
as-"
little bonus.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just double checking to make sure I understand because I'm like, that escalated quickly.
How
but
would
that
it be
makes
a
sense.
6?
No, it's 6.
You like the 0 goes up by 1, yes. Well, actually,
Correct. Which would
well,
make
no,
it a 7.
the 0 went up by 1 as part of the 6 because I did the +3.
So that would have, but a 10, the exploding 10 still counts as 2, doesn't it?
Yes.
You already had a 9 there, so that 0 would have been a 2 plus 2,
No,
and then you
this-
rolled 3 more successes.
The 0 would have been a 1.
Yeah, the 9 doesn't explode.
But didn't you use a exploding 10, or does that just give you an extra die and not additional successes?
It gives you the +2 successes. It's that I re-rolled the 1.
Uh-huh.
The 1 came back as a 5.
Okay.
So it just can't. It just removed the -1. It did not give me an extra +1.
Okay. I see where I got.
2, 3, 4. Got it. Okay, that all makes sense then. Thank you.
The math made sense in my head.
The mathed.
So, yeah, number saved to phone books. Walking through the wastes.
All right. We'll just mark that down as something to do later when you figure out a normal way of communicating with them.
Resplendent offering.
Whoop, hello.
Holy ninja.
Falling underscore ninja tipped $50.
Falling Ninja.
Oh,
Thank you so much for that tip. Though, I do want to clarify, were you intending that for this tabletop campaign or for the fundraiser? Either way, thank you so much for the support. I just want to make sure one way or the other so it goes to the right place. Because, yeah, we've got, Alright, Falling Ninja. I'll get that noted. No tiers completed on the tip goal yet, then.
fair enough.
Which, by the way,
Good luck
for
with
those...
the fundraiser, though.
Yeah, for those that don't know, I've got a very close friend who's in a really bad spot. That we're raising funds to help them out. So, if you can, please consider tipping. Just let me know if it's going towards that fundraiser or the tabletop game, because, well, I also have the one for the tabletop game.
How much do they need, I wonder?
They need to get to 2,000 minimum.
2,000. Oh my.
Yeah. But every $1,000 of the goal gets a custom plush made.
Fair enough, fair enough. All right, onwards to the wasteland. As you are listening to other tunes on between the commercials and or things that interrupt. None of the other commercials being particularly noteworthy. However, to note, the wasteland has been worse before, but there have been some successful efforts to try and make it, or try and actually build and or construct things to make it more habitable. Theoretically, even the overall radiation levels have been going down for one reason or another. So generally good news. However, this also means it's more habitable, which once other areas start learning about this, might make it more attractive. What with the actual grass starting to grow again. And now, time to roll something else on my end.
Fortunately, I'm playing the wrong kind of character to question the random green carpet all over the place out here.
Do you guys hear small rocks being thrown around? No, just me?
That's a roll.
Famous last words.
It's very high. It's
Oh.
Forgetting Moose got it.
Death claws. And
no,
500
no.
more death claws.
No, you're encountering after quite the long day's travel. You're encountering a still functional restaurant.
Huh. Like a diner or like a restaurant?
Diner, more like.
Okay.
Well,
The door is there, or at least the frame of it. The center has still been like blasted out, but it's still got like its handle and you can swing it open, and there's people inside there.
Well, it's close enough to the mall. It makes sense. There's a good population. All right. And have you heard of this place?
looks at
High rolls.
Izul.
My roles tend to be more air quotes regional encounters and a bit more specific, depending on which table I'm pulling from.
The question is
Well-
it spacious enough? Go ahead.
I'm not one to turn up the possibility of a meal.
Meals are always good. And if you guys can't fit, I can always grab your plates for you. And all three of them, I think. Each.
I guess we'll find out if we fit very shortly. We either do or don't. Most likely
You have
don't.
to duck. But yes, actually.
Oh, bigger in here than I expected.
Well, just before everybody else approaches, Fenro's going to go invisible and go up and peek in the windows. Just to make sure that everything seems on the up and up. You know.
Well, there are a few people here eating, and it seems peaceful enough. They're wearing notably different clothes. One of them seems to have a helmet on that they're somehow like lifting the bottom to get food into their mouth, and a trench coat.
Those types.
I think he has a large iron on his hip.
He's got a few guns with different holsters for easy access.
Fair enough.
Sounds like we're good at then, Venro.
Yeah, seems to be on the... It seems to be good. So he's gonna head on in.
All right. The door opens and there's enough seats for the lot of you, but maybe not at one, because the Graysons take up like one side of one of those like extending or long chairs that come with a table between them.
Booths.
Booths. There we go. Yes.
A booth per brother.
It is a tight fit.
All right. Now, welcome to the Atomic Skillet. Their menu is a little small, but they have coffee, fresh coffee, Wasteland breakfast, Brahmin burger, Rad Stag chili, a slice of pie, a whole pie, or the daily special.
Ooh, I'd love to try the daily special. That sounds like fun.
All right.
Well, I can tell you that one of the Drayson twins is definitely going to be ordering a large portion of chili, and the other one's going to ask which is the greasiest thing on the menu.
Understandable. To which they'll ask how greasy you're looking.
That particular Grayson twin will pretty much say you can pour the grease from the fire on my food, and I'd be happy.
Well, then you might be looking for the sub-city hash, or the hub city hash.
Large portion of that, then, please. My brother prefers his chili as spicy as possible. Oh yes, I prefer my chili as spicy as possible. So hopefully it's very spicy.
And you said one of the options was a Brahmin burger?
Yes.
That. If only because I have Burger IRL next to me right now.
Understandable.
It was a
Now,
prophecy.
as that's real meat, it's a little pricey, but it is satisfying.
How much is it?
A Brahmin burger is 20 caps, but it's a big burger.
Oh, I have that, so heck it.
So what was on the menu again?
Coffee, fresh coffee, a Wasteland breakfast, the Brahmin burger, the Rad Stag chili, the slice of pie, the whole pie, or the daily special, which just so happens to be, or today's daily special just so happens to be, the Hub City hash.
Ooh, I'll also get a coffee.
Venro is going to take the Wasteland breakfast.
Understandable. The Wasteland breakfast is 15 caps.
Ouch.
However, you get to tell them how you want your eggs prepared.
Oh, scrambled with cheese.
Scrambled cheese.
Izul's gonna have
And,
the
and for your
Izul's
protein
special.
option, they have a few variations. Do you want iguana legs, uh, a a a rad stag thigh, or a side of chili?
I will have the chili.
Chili it is.
I think you're good, Gimund.
Izul's
How
gonna
much
have
does...
the daily special.
Sorry, I misunderstood that.
All right. Now there is a notable difference in coffee and fresh coffee. Coffee is 5 caps, but you're not sure how old they've had that pot around. Fresh coffee is they brew a new one for you. And it's 25 caps, but it's fresh coffee. So then that's also another Hub City hash.
Yee.
All right. The Hub City hash is 15.
How much was the chili?
The chili is 14.
Understood. Thank you.
However, you do note that some of the pie options also include radberry pie.
Sounds irradiated.
Potentially.
Well, more than usual.
The temptation to consume an entire pie. I'm sure it costs an arm and a leg.
Oh, so I don't think we have the caps for that right now.
Well, in time, you will be having your money. However, with every meal also comes local rumors. Should you be so interested?
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Are you looking for anything interesting or just recent news?
I mean, whispers on a projector would be interesting. Whispers on suddenly expensive machine parts from a certain thing would be, or a generator would be interesting.
They don't have things like that. However, they will tell you that the walkers have started to avoid Tunnel 7. Even though theoretically that's a shortcut to the hub city.
Interesting.
For a reminder, the walkers are the ones that are in charge of the black market and basically act like a mob. As another reminder, a large enough contingent of the walkers are migrating to the mall for an unknown reason, large enough that the mall has finally detected that there is a faction known as the Walkers.
Yeah, that
Did-
could mean either there's something bad inside the tunnel, or they've set some sort of problematic thing inside there.
As a reminder, the Walkers are the black market, but they are also fiercely protective of their own. So you can make a few guesses as to what might have prompted a small migration of walkers. But the question is, what happened to make them need so many to come there? What could have happened that has remained unknown to anyone but them?
Maybe we're lucky and they heard how great this diner is and are just coming to go eat here.
And also, apparently, Tunnel 7 is so problematic that they are electing to go around it. Even though it will ultimately increase their travel time. So maybe Tunnel 7 is potentially dangerous. Or maybe just dangerous for large numbers of people. Or who knows? Something to check out if you want to. Now are you gonna try and press for a rumor per meal? If so, you'd need a persuasion check.
You know, between dipping bits of hash brown in his coffee and eating them, he's going to be asking some questions about nearby rumors. He's a bit of a chatterbox.
Understandable. Roll away.
Fenro is also very curious, and while we could, getting more information on what might have happened with the Glass City, perhaps they've heard something out here. I'm good with that 4.
Oh, I was muted.
I am using
Just-
Charming for the record.
Alright. That'll change some things. With that being the case, they'll say that one of their patrons has noted that they apparently saw a flying robot leaving from the direction of the city. But if you'd like to know more, you'd have to ask them personally, as they're going to be gesturing towards the man with the guns and the trench coat.
Sorry, I was having to do something in Tal's honor. It's in the group chat.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was trying to be professional and not eat in the microphone because I managed to eat something. Yay!
Huzzah!
Congratulations on your consumption.
I'm
So-
either going to fear terrible shortly or good.
So clearly, you just need to play more tabletop because it's clearly healthy for you.
That or the powdered oki he drank earlier helped settle his stomach.
Hold
Powdered
up.
Oki for all your issues.
Powdered okie.
That is mine. You're not allowed to eat that or drink it.
I was booped and disintegrated. The powder just got into his water.
Well, fine. I guess I'll have to take it out on Gimund here.
Maybe I'm right.
Fair's fair, right?
Keep your Oki out of my water and this won't be an issue.
They're putting Okies in the water and it's turning the damn synths gay.
Dearie me.
Oh well.
But yes, and what you missed was apparently a flying robot was seen from the city, and the guy that's in a trench coat with way too many guns is the person that we would need to talk to directly to get more information.
Fenrir's gonna go ahead and go on over to say hi.
Alrighty. They don't respond right away. As you're watching him stick utensils quite far under his helmet. Before he
hello.
does,
I was
now he'll turn
hoping-
over.
Sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead with your introduction.
I was hoping to get some more information on the robot that you saw leaving the city.
He's going to slowly turn and ask, "You seem somewhat experienced. Do you know the term amusement park?"
You know, considering Venro's from, Nevada, I'm sure he has.
Yep.
Considering half of the hotels there are amusement parks. Yes. They were a
Alright.
bit of a plague where I come from.
He'll nod along. Then, do you know the entertainers at amusement parks?
Venro will give a nod.
Yes, overly large in every direction. Unsettling eyes.
Well, they do come in many different varieties. I'm going to guess you're referring to clowns?
No, the robots.
Ah. So you saw one of them flying away from the city?
Yes, quite literally flying. However, it's not the first time I've seen one of those things.
Did they look to be carrying anything, or...
He's going to pause and take a drink of something that looks strong. No, but it was followed by another robot, actually. And this one was strange. Even stranger than the first one, rather. Because it looked like a cube.
Interesting. How did you know that it was, in fact, a robot?
Because the entirety of the outside looked like it was made out of cloth. But the boosters helped.
Very interesting. Anything else that you recall about it?
The problem is, though, that they're fast. Real fast. However, I saw more of them southwest. Or rather, other flying things there. First time I've seen one in this general area.
About how far southwest?
Maybe 5 days from here.
Ah, so quite a ways.
Oh yeah. I've been a bit curious about these things, but they never seem to be going or coming from any one area. But I can at least determine that's where I see more of them, so I'm probably closer to where they're coming from over in that area. The cube's new, though. Haven't seen that cube before.
Well, did you happen to see them going to the city?
No, they were going away from that direction.
Okay, so you only saw
However-
them leaving.
However, I saw them leaving or coming from that direction today. Peculiar.
Well, thank you very much for your, for the information. I'm
Good luck with
certain
what
it'll
you're
be
doing.
good.
Heard the city's been getting hot these days.
Unfortunately, yes.
That, and a lot of people are coming around lately for one reason or another. Seems a bit strange for all this to be happening so suddenly. I'm wondering if I'm going to be sticking around either. Probably. Seems like someone's making a mess. Still, nothing in the end that can't be solved by a well-placed bullet just as soon as I figure out what the hell's going on.
By the way, my name's Venro. Might I have yours?
He's going to tap his helmet and seemingly appraise you for a moment. Before nodding as if you pass his appraisal. Alrighty then. I'm Wyatt Cole.
Nice to meet you, Wyatt.
Let's see if we meet each other again outside.
I just hope it's on friendly terms.
Seems fairly likely. Unless you do something stupid. Or I find that you've thrown in your lot with someone potentially responsible. I tend to dislike pot stirrers.
I was Wyatt Cole, right?
Yep.
Well, for my part, that is my home, so I certainly do not want to see it destroyed.
Or Wyatt seems to glance over to the door. Make an insight check.
Blah. Stupid ones.
Fair enough.
Go away.
Oh,
There we go.
that's a 3. All right. As he's looking over to the door, one of his hands, or his hand to his other side, is going to one of his holsters.
Fenro is going to, he's in a booth, right?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Venro's going to slide in on the other side of the booth from him before glancing over.
All right.
You know, get out of the line of fire. A little bit.
Understandable, as someone is going to enter the diner, seemingly very suddenly, throwing the door open as they hold a gun in their one hand and look slightly manic. As they're going to point that gun, that doesn't look like it fires bullets, in every direction before loudly declaring, "Nobody move until I figure out what I'm doing!"
Hold on, I need to change colors now.
Be responsible now.
Well,
And
the
then-
question is this the clear sign of somebody that is on things. Do you want me to roll a medicine check?
Go ahead.
Fenrir's
Cool, I
going
know
invisible.
There.
All right, that'll be
Rocket is chugging his coffee.
I forgot to add in my specialties, if any apply. Let me double check those. Would combat EMT apply here or no?
I'll say yes.
Additional die. It burnt me. How dare it?
Damn.
Oh, I'll boost diet, sure. Not you. Let's try that again. This time with less suck, please. All right. I think I'll just keep that. And we'll do logic for this. Six logic medicine. Is this gentleman tweaking on something?
As a matter of fact, it does seem that they're probably tweaking, but also they seem to be consulting something in their hand that is beeping slightly, as they will take their eyes off the diner patrons to like look at it and look no more directed than they were beforehand.
Dr. Hex might have to roll an engineering on that. Or would that'd be a technology, wouldn't it?
It would be a technology. As they're basically like holding up the device and waving the gun around as if waiting for it to tell them what to do.
Engineering would apply here, correct?
Yes. Oh.
Oh, those sixes. Mind boost it.
Understandable. That's a 4.
Oh,
That-
you went body boost.
Oh. What do you mean it was a 4? Are you counting the sixes?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were vigor pushing. Because you were saying, oh, the
No.
sixes.
No, and now I'm considering whether or not I should willpower that because oofda.
Oh, that is painful. That's a 4-point swing.
Ooh. What does Grayson have? Alright. RGB will eat the willpower, that's fine. And souling the 1 back from Hex. We'll go with a 3.
Alrighty. That is not something you've seen before. As it seems to be... It looks like a radio, but it's a little too high grade to be just some average radio, actually. And here's another thing. It seems to be beeping a little more the closer their gun seems to be trained into your group's location. Like they're playing hot and cold.
Oh boy, well, the radio station, if you guys are still tuned into it for the Synth Twins, is going to say hostiles possibly looking for us tweaking on drugs. Hostile trying to find us, it may be, and tweaking on drugs. If you pin them down, I can cure them. Might be looking for us.
With that in mind, Sprocket would like to take a look at the gun in his hand. He would like to get an idea of, like, does this person understand what they're doing? Is the gun even on or armed? You mentioned it didn't seem ballistic.
It does not. However, that's a problem, actually.
Is it a type of gun the Grayson twins would recognize?
It's lower quality, but this looks like a laser gun.
Oh boy. Tweaker with a laser gun.
Turn this place into an impromptu disco.
I have a feeling this is basically initiative time.
There are other options. If Venro would like to try and encourage his new friend to engage, or to be the first responder. Since he is already, one, seen this person coming, and two, already has his hand on one of his guns. He probably just needs maybe a little more prompting, and he's ready to behead this person. However, seeing how he is also seated by Venro, who is a member of your party, the person is pointing their gun slightly closer to his direction. So, if the party does nothing, also, there is a decent probability that he's not just going to let someone point a gun at him.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
How
Well-
are the rest of the...
Go ahead.
How are the rest of the patrons reacting? Are they panicking? Are they used to this sort of shit?
They're alarmed, but no one seems to be panicking. They're just seemingly wondering who's going to waste their bullets on this maniac.
Got it. Game of chicken, then.
Like, whose problem is this about to be?
I don't think Venro's going to, encourage the other guy to fire, but Venro himself will absolutely, try to make his way over to this guy, melee range,
Oh,
you know, while
you
invisible.
are invisible.
Yeah. And then go for a bite if he's close enough.
I suppose that would be a subterfuge check with minus difficulty.
If I can freaking type today. I'm not not gonna waste any other resources. 2.
Understandable. Now they are legitimately just tweaking, so this might be fine.
Or they're hyper vigilant, one way or the other.
Yeah, would
We'll see.
Sprocket have had a view of Venro going invisible to then go stealth up on this guy?
I'd allow it.
Okay.
Since you
It's
did
their-
watch him approach a very armed individual, and considering the Wasteland, you probably don't just let your friend go do that without watching them to make sure that they don't just get assassinated in their seat.
Friends don't let friends talk to strangers in the Wastelands.
Exactly. Sprocket's gonna wait until he sees that this guy is reacting to Venro.
It's a tie.
Oh.
Roll off.
In the case of ties, they are attacker wins. So that would mean
in
Venro
that
wins.
case, correct. Go
Yeah.
for it. Fourth Venro.
Yay! I assume that I have enough time to get a full action in, yes or no?
Yes, you do.
Cool. Then going for that snake bite.
It is time for the nom nom.
Finally get to sink your teeth into flesh. Sleep tight, Havoc.
Does this guy have flesh? Good night, Havoc.
They do.
I am so happy for stab right now. Holy shit!
There you go.
Hot diggity.
The
Actually,
nom nom.
that's probably a crit, actually. Considering his evasion is 0 for him being in stealth still. Unless you consider Venro only in partial stealth. Up to you.
Oh, I'd consider Venro to be in stealth. He is literally invisible and not spotted.
Sweet. Then I'm gonna go for that crit. I'm always gonna go with the 1.5 times dice. What's his interaction with poison?
Let me check. Normal.
Alrighty.
Ooh,
Holy!
needed apparently.
Oh my.
Well, that's 9 damage physical, and the blight procs. And because it was a crit, that means blight tier 2.
Hot
wait.
diggity.
I gotta roll application, actually. Derp. I forgot to write that down. What is my application roll? It is 5. Well, does a 2 get past his soul save?
Yes, actually.
Oh. Cool. Alright, Blight 2.
Listen, this person is compromised, to say the least.
Especially more so now with some venom in his veins. Hi, Ido. Pat the Fluffy. You're a good boy.
Right off, Fluffy.
Hey, I do good stuff. Oh.
My job just got harder.
Yeah, especially because I literally cannot do this non-lethal. It is strictly lethal. But that'll be it for Vedro.
And I
All
guess
right.
initiative time.
Yes, it is. Not that there's much fight left in this person after that.
Oh, let's see.
Initiative +1.
What is it in case of initiative ties again?
Roll off and +1. Or, sorry, you roll 1d10 and whoever's higher.
E.
Yep, that tracks.
So mine would be 9 then.
And Tal said he's in his car right now, so he should be here hopefully shortly.
All right. So the initiative so far 8 for Luecinda.
You'll want to put in 8.3 for Luecinda,
Ah, yes.
and then 8.6 for Izul.
Oh, okay.
Or, what was it? Izul? Izul?
Izul.
Izul.
Izul?
I like pie because he bakes pies. Izul.
Izul.
Though the joke about using him as an easel is funny.
Erases the Izul.
A generous bestowal.
Whoa.
Oh, jump scare.
Frostybite 266 tipped $15.
Frosty, thank you
Oh.
so much for that tip. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. Is that towards the tabletop game or the fundraiser?
Those are the ones.
Well, pending Frosty Bite saying anything, I'm going to assume that's the tabletop. So, first tier completed.
Hooray!
Ooh, birds.
Pretty.
So, anyways, what are we doing?
All right. Initiative has been rolled. I believe yours was 17.
Yes.
All right. Then go forth.
Well, his stealth is, or his invisibility is definitely gone, so no more stealth, unfortunately. At least not at this point.
Tragic.
But another chomp! Does a 3 physical hit.
Nom, nom.
Yes, especially since I'm saying that they still have hit stun from that first one because they've not technically had a turn.
Cool. I take that. For only 1 point of damage.
Understandable. Hit stun is hit stun.
It is. And then I got a chance for hitting again with the blight. Oh, that should be a 2 again. So I assume 2 hits again?
Yes.
Alright, then he is at blight 3.
Oh my goodness. Does DOT start to go at the beginning of their turn or the end of their turn?
Start of
beginning.
their turn.
Got it.
And currently, we are updating it, but currently, this dot is based on their how much over I was with a minimum of 1. So, how much over was I with those two? I'm assuming equal to, but
Yes.
yeah, definitely glad we're changing it. Because that definitely is not, that was not a good way to do it. But that's not implemented yet, so for now. This just means that I'm rolling at difficulty 5 on the 1 die.
Fair enough. Sprocket, go.
All right, Sprocket's gonna walk his butt up to this guy, and he's gonna look him up and down, and he is going to use his first action on his spot weak points to give himself a +1 accuracy change.
All right.
He's then going to use his quick attack, which is flashing the guy with his lights and just going for a jab. So we'll go for that, which would be a light type ability, and then accuracy roll of that. And then since that'll be stab, since he's light metal, we swap that. Is a 2 successful to hit?
It is now.
We have a
All
doctor.
right.
Yes, hello, I'm
Marten
Taldarius. I'll be
Hex.
playing Dr. Hex. He is metal poison type, yada yada yada. Sorry about being late. It got extended an extra hour beyond what I thought it would be because the family member that was coming in from out of town was late. Who
Sure.
am here now?
Glad to have you. Great.
Speedrun introduction complete.
Yep.
Since it's quick, it's not going to hit hard, most likely. Yeah, it's not super effective, so that doesn't get modified. But it will do 2 damage, physical.
Okay.
And then Sprocket will follow that up with his main attack, which is going and taking a stick of rebar with a bit of concrete still attached to it from somewhere inside of his clothes and bashing the guy with it.
Understandable.
And hopefully he has a nice day. Oops, I forgot to drop down the bonus. Oh, yeah, so since that would be a 4, I forgot to change the 7 to a 6.
Hit.
Okay. And then this is the one I put nothing but power into.
Oh.
And that will be a total of 4 physical damage, metal physical.
Okay. So how are you hitting this person?
Basically, he goes and just
grabs this just bit of rebar out of his clothes, grabs it in two claws, and just bashes it into this guy's side.
He's not like going for the head or anything like I'm murdering this guy with a piece of rebar, but he is hitting him hard. He's not holding back.
Okay, so this is non-lethal then.
Poison might fix that, but who knows?
The wrong thing,
Hmm?
but okay. I was
Yeah,
I
that'll
was
be
dragging
Sprocket.
something and I fucked it up. It's fine.
Understandable. So, congratulations, as this person is going to crumple under your strike and collapse.
And Dr. Hex is moving in.
Woohoo! High five, Venro.
Venro will
Excuse me.
look at the raised hand with some confusion before slapping it back.
Nice. I mean, we just stopped him from shooting up a diner. That's good.
Dr. RG
There.
Dr. RGB is going in to try and stabilize this guy. Assuming he's currently kind of fucked up. Granted, he's still alive and not dead now.
He's alive,
Izul.
but maybe not for long.
Izul's gonna start heading over there.
Guy's
Venro-
too fucked up to be saved, I'm assuming.
Venro will back up to give RGB room to work. I'll also point out that technically the blight cannot kill him.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm just looking to stabilize him, then we can drag him outside, restrain him, and I can actually treat him. I just want him to survive
Okay.
enough to be dragged outside.
Fair enough.
While this treatment's happening, Sprocket will try and take that remote control radio thing he had, but we can handle that after the stabilization.
The other patrons will be nodding along as the tension is fairly diffuse with you, well, handling this maniac. And then dragging them outside the diner to do as you need to do.
You know, restrain him, then I can bring him back to the waking world. At least temporarily. I'll make sure to pop him with a personal antidote so that way he can resist the drugs in his system. And
Alright, give me a medicine check.
Right. Yeah, Hex will go ahead and assist for 2 medicine.
got it. I'll raise that to 9. The ones.
Very unfortunate.
Sure.
Oh, it's supposed to be Narcan, not Narcant.
I'll go ahead and soul that one. Get rid of it. Well, 4. No, we'll go with innovative.
Saying that this person is in rough shape is a severe understatement.
because I want to know who sent him and why. So it sounds like I'm going to be busy for a while, guys. You know I'm going to be busy when I suddenly bite him to inject Narcon. And they go,
Needless to say,
"Oh."
you suspect that this person has been awake for 6 days consecutively.
Yeah, that's gross.
Jeez.
Would somebody do
do be
me a
sounding
favor and bring
rough.
my... Would somebody do me a favor and bring me my hash? I'm going to be busy for a hot minute.
I'll go get it.
Thank you kindly, nurse. I mean... Izul.
And Izul's gonna go get Dr. RGB's hash.
Yeah,
Does
if this
that
guy's
mean
been
he has to
awake
give-
that long, he's probably really fucked up, which means I'm probably pulling out the medical tent and just popping it outside of this poor diner, dragging him in, eating while actually working on him.
That's fair. Hal, for a recap, we're at a diner, but I suspect that you might have been keeping tabs on this.
I actually wasn't able to keep tabs on it, but I did do DMs to people to get a recap when I first hopped in.
Fair
So I know
enough.
what's going on, kind of ish.
All right. So, while he's doing that, Dr. Hex, would you like to examine the strange device?
Yeah, sure, why not?
The
I
strange device that
don't
seemed
really
to
have a
be
reason
too-
not to.
Yep, the strange device that seemed to be more in proximity as he pointed his gun towards your group in general.
Definitely strange. What do you want me to roll for that?
A technology roll or a craft check.
Well, my craft is slightly higher. Would my engineer, robotics, or hacking specialties apply?
Hacking would apply.
Hacking would apply. All right. In that case, I'm going to go technology, so that way I'm rolling with an expertise, or not expertise, a specialty.
Understandable.
Sprocket can assist with either technology or craft, but since he's going tech, Sprocket would have to go tech, right?
You can assist with any skill that would be a valid skill for it.
Then Sprocket
It's just
will
that-
assist with craft.
It's just by default, usually that's the same skill that they're using.
Got it. You get a +2 from craft then.
All right. That turns this into an 8. All right, I'm pretty happy with a 5.
There we go.
This is a bit too sophisticated for some hobo to get their hands on. A hobo with a laser gun, no less.
Yeah, that's definitely strange.
However, it also does seem to have a light encryption that you can bypass.
All right, well, this is going from it being a pretty normal thing reaction to a more of a Benny, what in the goddamn? the moment he finds out that this thing is encrypted,
You do not have to do so, however.
do not have to do what?
You don't have to bypass the encryption. You could probably just, like, dismantle the device and try and, like, intuit its function from its parts, perhaps.
I mean, that is true. But he's not going to do any of that right now, more because he wants to let people know about what he's found and that this random guy actually has some sophisticated technology on him to the point where it's encrypted.
Yes.
Because that seems far more important than trying to fiddle with it and crack it right now.
Understandable.
Unfortunately, I still do have a pretty large preference for figuring out what the fuck's going on.
Yep.
So, no fiddling with a potentially more advanced than normal thing. None of that today. At least not right now.
Once you're ready to take it apart, I'd love to be there.
Rousing that individual might be more challenging than usual, however.
Yeah, but that's a separate issue.
Well, I leave it to Dr. Hex to go and spread the information amongst our party, unless they all came out.
Venro would have followed out with this guy.
You are allowed to bring your meals with you.
Yeah, and Izul is getting Dr. RGB's meal and bringing it outside to him now. Here
He'll
you go.
continue eating his hashy browns.
Soaked in oil. It seems like they triple fried these things.
Not enough grease. Should have ordered a cup of grease on the side.
You might be able to ask them to just drink. You might be able to ask them to drink from the fryer.
Don't offer that to
I was about to
Dr.
say.
GB. He'll drain
You
the
offer him
thing.
that, he's doing it.
We need fresh oil anyways? Gib. I know that is not proper English, but Gib makes grabby hands.
Sprocket would
Dr.
walk
Heck
up to the
has
bar.
Their hottest chili.
is going to walk up to the diner's like ordering bar and go,
Hi, hello. I could use a second cup of coffee, and have you thrown out your grease for the day yet? Somebody's hungry.
They say that they don't usually really throw out the grease. Once it starts getting bad, they just package it and send it to the city for replacement. But they haven't sent a container today, so no, actually, they've not changed the grease.
If you don't mind, we could use a large cup of that as well.
The fryer grease?
Yes.
Okay, bring back the cup.
Will do.
They've never really scooped this out, but there's plenty.
wonderful.
Radio
Sprocket's
station
gonna-
blinks on and goes, just bring the container.
Oh, he actually wants the whole thing, if you're not bothered by it. The whole thing. He has a straw he can drink it with.
They are further confused, but well, if they're not getting picked up, then they could change the grease a little early and just pour the current amount in the transportation tub.
He's a growing boy. He could use all he can get.
Yes, feed Dr. RGB's unhealthy addiction.
Well, all right. They're not going to filter it, so he's still getting all the bits in there, but all right.
Rocket waddles out of the diner with the big container of chunky grease in his claws and his coffee cup like perched in his mouth. We're like,
He turns around, looks directly at Dr. Hex, and goes, "Do you want any of this before I down it?"
You can have it. I'll just keep. I'll just swap you places for a second here, so you can enjoy that and not get distracted.
Right. Hand on pulse. Thank you.
Good to know. Izul's writing a note in his Hit Boy. He under the cooking notes section for Dr. RGB. Lots and lots of grease.
They're robots. Grease is good for them. He
Oh.
pretends.
Totally. Look, he's not. The Sprocket wasn't all wrong when they called them growing boys. The tail has to get longer somehow.
We're bringing that back.
So should
I think
have
you're
some
under.
oil?
God.
I'm not sure. I would have to do an investigation of your body first, both me and Dr. Hex here.
All right, then no oil till then.
sips his coffee.
We'll down the bin. Just tilts it back like a coffee mug.
Okay. Let's see. So, for a commercial deep fryer, that is 35 to 50 pounds of oil or grease.
I'm not sure he can finish that, but
That won't stop him from trying to.
no.
This is
You
a
just gave
rare
my character
treat,
crack.
Paul. Yeah, this is a rare treat. All the grease he could want. I'm pretty sure if he could rate this place, it'd be getting 5 stars.
Now, hold on. There's a big difference between what you said. It's not all the grease he could want. It's just all the grease he can currently have. He wants more. There's an important difference here.
Fair enough. It is his current limit.
Then he swaps back to doing medical stuff like nothing just happened. So, somebody got some sort of drug addict to use a radio device and come in with a laser pistol.
That about sums it up. And the device is advanced enough that it is actively encrypted. And it has parts that I would call legitimately high tech.
Well. That doesn't narrow down the list of potential suspects.
This is a strange situation in general, anyways.
It does seem a bit odd.
We aren't crazy in thinking that it was keying towards us, right?
Unfortunately, no.
Like done anything bad recently.
Well, the recently part concerns me. It really depends on which one of us, I guess, it's tuned to. Changes whom the possibility it could be.
Well, is it still functional?
Currently, yes, but like I said, it's encrypted. If I want to try and take a peek at what it actually does, we're either going to have to try and unencrypt it, which, while I can do, it would take some doing. Or we could just try and manually disassemble it and try and get around the encryption that way. I am quite good at hacking mechanical things and computers. This does not change the fact, though, that this is legitimately encrypted.
Is it still beeping, though? Because we can at least see who it beeps the most for before then.
Nope, it has stopped.
So it was active.
Unfortunately, disassembly in that matters whether or not we want to stop or not, because I can stop treating this man. He is stable. We can just leave him here. Or we can pause, try to get this one back alive, and handle the radio to see possibly why. Or we can do so somewhere else so we're not annoying the diner with the medical tent.
The medical tent seems a little imposing now the guy's not actively dying. Also, did anybody pick up his laser pistol? I think rules of the Wasteland means that we get to take it.
Be my guest.
Sprocket
well, it was
will...
a laser pistol.
He will take that, not necessarily for using, but for quite possibly very nice parts in the future, if that's okay with you, Enja.
Sorry if I've missed anything. I've had Ren coming in like the last 10 minutes with random pieces of trash to see if they're recyclable or not.
Fair enough.
Excuse me?
Adorable.
Yes.
Why am I surprised, actually? Why? All right.
Didn't even faze me.
That buoy. The only thing you
learn
missed is
sometime.
the only thing you missed is basically we either stop right now and try to figure out why we were being targeted, or we continue on, possibly leaving the guy behind. And Sprocket has gained a laser pistol. He's probably going to take apart.
Okay, fair enough. I think we should... Well, have we gotten everything we think we can out of him?
He's going to be unconscious a while, unfortunately. He's stable.
Then probably best not to stay here for too long.
Move somewhere else, then.
He gives a nod.
You could carry him with you if you wished, but he is bagged.
That is up to the party. My job is done.
Actually, out of curiosity, you said he was wearing a jacket.
Yep.
Is there anything within the jacket that might give us more information?
Yes, as no one has searched him otherwise.
Izul's gonna look through his jacket.
All right. There are used syringes, and there is one left unused, but there is one more thing. A note and a reminder.
How many used syringes are there?
3.
Yoink.
Yeah, and Izul's gonna give the unused one to the Dr. Graysons to see what it could be.
Would this be a science check? And
Then he's gonna look over the notes.
All right. And yes, I believe it would be a science check to try to, and or an appraisal check to try and determine what is inside this.
oh, I got 4
As
dice.
for the note, it'll give a date. In 2 days from now, it promises this man that if the objective is not met, he will die with absolute certainty.
Well, that's not concerning at all. Apparently, if this guy didn't achieve something in 2 days, he's gonna die? With complete certainty?
I wonder how they would manage that.
Yeah.
Off his supply, so he dies of it withdrawal.
I'm reminded of the movie Crank.
Right. All right. So, inside the syringe is now these are. You're not sure immediately who would give these to someone like this, as this is it's a rather nasty combination of let's call them different adrenalines. This
Writing on my
could keep
constitution.
someone awake for days. To the point of exhaustion does not exist within your body until this has run its course.
Well,
But once it's done, you are dead to the world.
Woo.
This man is lucky that his heart hasn't exploded.
there's still plenty of time for that.
Rocket looks at the syringe. He looks at his cup of coffee. He looks at the syringe. He looks at his cup of coffee.
The syringe gets put away by Dr. RGB.
Fedra was about to take it as well.
I was just doing the mental math of how many coffees that syringe was worth. I wouldn't touch adrenaline with, well, a several foot long pole.
No, probably around 100 cups of coffee, minimum.
Jeez.
That is a considerable amount of coffee.
If you know the joke, you do.
It's 100 times stronger than a single marijuana.
No, that's... I am not explaining. No, never mind. Goes back to tending to the patient for the time being until a verdict is called. Sounds like we're leaving. Are we leaving this guy behind? Or, we taking him with?
I'll be honest. Luecinda does not see a reason to bring him with us.
It agrees. We already did him a big kindness of not killing him.
Question, Enja. Was it a note and a reminder, or just a reminder note? Have we lost the Enja?
I apologize. So the group's deciding to leave him behind?
Yes.
Yep, Gimund did ask a question, though.
Oh, yes. Ask away.
So was that just a reminder note, or was there a note and a reminder about something?
Ah, yes. The note is to follow the device. It will tell you where you need to go.
Well, I can say for sure that this guy probably had no idea what he was even doing, or even looking for. As he's showing the note.
There was a small chance he wasn't actually here to kill us.
True, and we know that this device probably wasn't automatic, so somebody was pinging it, controlling it remotely, maybe?
It's basically impossible to tell without actually pulling it apart and seeing just what sort of programming it had, what sort of functions it had, things like that.
Well, I guess we should get going. We can probably take it apart tonight when we're farther away from the diner.
Real quick before we leave, Sprocket would like to take just a quick survey of the area, just looking around, to identify if there's like any obvious high points that somebody could have been looking into the diner from.
Roll away.
Perception. 1, 2, 3. That's a 3 out of 4.
Considering the diner's glass windows, or the glass walls of the diner, they could have been looking from quite the distance, actually, but how would they remain hidden unless they were having binoculars, maybe?
Good news. They definitely could see into the diner. Bad news. The diner is an open floor plan with lots of glass, so they could be seeing us from anywhere. Or any distance. Still, maybe we should keep an eye out for anybody following us. I just get a bad feeling, you know?
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
And with that, Wyatt will be leaving the diner to come and check on what you're doing. As he's quite finished and is a little curious if you've sussed out anything of note. And he's potentially interested in buying the laser gun if you're willing to part with it.
Well, Venro, this is your friend. You get to explain what you want. Sprocket, it's your gun. You get to decide what you want to do with it.
Yep, I was waiting for Venro to go talk to Wyatt.
Yep. RGB is going to begin packing up the tent. He will lean the guy against the diner. And that's it. That's all he gets.
I just got visions of Legend of Neil again outside the bar where he's trying to hide his stuff and is just like, and I don't care.
Responsibility mode deactivated.
But anyways, I mean, I guess it's like, is he waving us over? Or did he just, like, go back to his food, or?
Well, he just came out the diner to us.
Right. I'm sorry, my ADHD is super charged today. I got a code red to try and help, but then Ren decided to distract me. Because apparently he doesn't know what to recycle.
He did that. What?
What was that? What'd you say, Inja? Did something break?
No, I don't know what Enja said either. I think
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what he said.
I just heard a microphone activate.
Okay. I apologize again. Brief idea of what I missed, please. Like, he came out and did he say anything?
Basically, he asked if we found any real leads yet. I think that was about it.
Yeah, and he expressed interest in buying the ray gun.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Buying gun and double checking to see if we've done the thing yet.
How's it going, fellow mercenaries?
Well, then I guess I wait until Enja's back. And I swear I'm trying. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why it's supercharged today.
I haven't been this pleased with a group of folks since the Cormyreans sent the price of turnips through the roof during the onion famine.
I don't think we officially established that he's available on this one yet, Blue Bat.
We have not.
It's basically
we could easily,
guaranteed, but...
Yeah.
I guess while we're waiting for Encha.
Yeah, I also don't have anything written for this. Oh, yeah, timing, anyway.
Welcome back.
Okay, well, real quick, you good with Yakovich cards being valid on this game, Menja?
Yeah, they'll just be coming over the radio.
Okay, okay.
Yep, that's about what I figured. I
Secondly,
will start writing them.
Well, we, don't really have very many ideas. Though, we do know that it was targeting us. As for buying the gun, he's just gonna step back and gesture at Sprocket.
Rocket is holding the gun, and he's like staring into the focuser of it.
Ooh, I could take this apart. Oh, yes. You wanted to buy this? It's so tempting. I could make. Look, I have an idea of taking the focuser and the power source of this and attaching it to a stick to basically like make like a, like a stick that you can stab and zap people with a laser. But what's your offer?
So you're just interested in the one part?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay, I'll buy the rest then.
No, sure.
Yeah, then Sprocket.
These usually
can
come
take
with battery packs, and those are still useful.
Oh yeah, I would sort out the energy supply itself. Maybe plug it directly into myself. Who knows? But yeah, I think that's fair. I'll just take a bit to pry that out. And what would be your offer for the casing and the batteries then?
70 caps, maybe?
Make it 76.
Fine enough. It looks decent, maybe.
Honestly, amazed he didn't try jamming syringes into it, seeing the state he was in.
You look in there, you find a syringe.
God damn, he already did, the crazy bastard.
I'll throw that in for free. It might still have some drugs in it.
I'm not interested in a used syringe.
I can take it. I will clean it at home.
Okay. Then bam bam boop. I've got what I wanted, you've got what you wanted, and we shall be 76 caps the richer.
Yep. I could buy another set of meals at another diner, maybe.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting, by the way. Venro, this is your friend, I'm assuming?
Yes. Well, new, but this is Wyatt, and Wyatt, this is, and he'll introduce everybody. I don't remember everybody's names off the top of my head. I guess I do have it right in front of me. Hex, Izul, Luecinda, RGB, and Sprocket.
Good to meet you. Wyatt Cole, freelancer.
Understood.
Meet you.
Me and my brother here run the doctor and doctor clinic back at the city.
That we do.
I believe Izul runs a cafe or diner of some form.
I don't run it. It's more family runs it.
And I'm a scrap mechanic / odd job person. So I'll be having fun with this.
And Sprocket will go around and just count out 14 caps for each person.
Look, team effort, and everybody gets it.
I'm going to return this bin really quickly. Picks up the bin that the grease was in, walks inside with it, sets to the counter, thanks the man, lets them know that he comes back. He'll happily take any grease they want to get rid of off their hands again.
Now, might just be me, but is your tail longer than it used to be?
Storage capacity.
That's why they're so squishy.
To synthesize medicines and other organic compounds to do the work that I do requires storage.
Huh. You're pretty advanced synth. Careful out there. There are too many interested parties in that these days.
Unfortunately, we're already well aware. But thank you for your guidance. I will tip them 4 caps because the 84 is going to bother me.
Plus 14 minus 4.
Yes. 84 is not even a funny number.
84. Yeah, doesn't
You,
have room to it.
you should do a few more caps. That way, you know, you got 6, 7.
No, I'm a millennial. I would go down to 69. But no, I'll just leave 4 caps, head outside and be like, are we ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm good.
How
Yep,
many caps
ready.
was Lucinda given again?
14.
4. Is
Yep.
So that puts me back up into the 20. Most.
Them at this rate, you're going to have to get a 6-7 emote
Nah.
just to torture half the people around.
Oh my goodness.
I love how this.
Okay, now that you mention it,
spreads.
now that you mentioned that, possibly, I'll make it a card instead of an emote.
What were you saying, Oki? I didn't hear you.
I was agreeing with the 6-7 being something that should be done.
The funny thing is it's old meme now because they move at the speed of light.
Yep.
Exactly. And now we get to the fun part of the meme cycle where we're keeping a meme undead and still going far past its prime. Why?
Oh, there's a new thing automatically. Apparently, if you gigantify an emote, it just automatically makes it big on the screen with an alert.
Oh.
Of
course, Ido has the access to the 6-7 meme. Somebody has it.
Yeah. Of course. I don't see a 6 and a 7 in those paws. I think I have brain damage.
But I presume we're going to start walking, and I believe we're leaving the guy behind. Is Wyatt following us, or is he off to do whatever
No.
Wyatts do in the wild?
No, he's going to be going about his business.
So he didn't. Why not?
He did not.
He did not. Why not?
Don't teach my hamster to suck eggs.
That joke has been here since he introduced himself. I am not sorry.
Okay, so a minor one got Sprocket
Enja?
sucked into the void. What does a moderate one do?
Enja, are you familiar with Casualties Unknown? Poke the Enja. Poke, poke, poke.
Let's take a peek.
Well, if you're not already familiar with it, I'm just going to deny it.
What was it one more time?
Casualties Unknown.
I'm not familiar.
Alright. Frosty Bite, I'm going to deny that one. Wouldn't be able to do it right and stuff.
It would require explanation that would take too long.
Exactly.
Okay, so they dictate what happens in it. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Is that the one with the things that were created to be expendable and then get thrown in a hole?
Basically, yes.
They're so fun.
Also, I am not giving one to Sprocket, period. No. We're not... No. Denied.
Why can't Sprocket have an XP? Sprocket would treat them so nicely. They would
I don't
share
believe
drugs
you.
together. They'd be fentanyl friends.
Definitely not. I am denying.
Sad.
That hurt for multiple reasons.
I think the reasoning of they'd be fentanyl friends is enough reason to deny it automatically.
Yes. Just on its own merit. This isn't soft tacos.
Let's be tacos.
Are we continuing our trip through the Wastelands?
I believe so.
So do you want me to try and rip this thing open?
While
Just
we
gotta hold
walk.
up the device.
Well, if you're taking it apart, I'll be there to assist.
Please don't eat any of the parts.
I wouldn't. I'm curious how it works.
My answer would be yes.
Well, it seems like no one's disagreeing with the notion.
Yeah.
And that is good enough for me at this very moment.
Have fun, gentlemen.
So we can take this apart the fun way or the careful way. I have a feeling you're more of the careful way sort of guy, so I'll let you take the lead on this one.
At least initially.
Sounds good. You could probably get an idea of how it works just at a glance, like maybe appraise it, and like we can walk through it together, maybe?
That'll probably work. You could try and pay attention to what's going on with it while I try and hack into it.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
And Hex will go ahead and start trying to hack into this thing.
You can have a teamwork for me.
Yep, and if you'd allow it, Sprocket will assist with appraisal, which should be 3.
Every time Hex's name comes up, I keep thinking of my dog.
It's great.
So are you just imagining the Synth Twins as 2 giant dogs?
Now I am.
I'll toss a boost at this. Soul one of them ones.
Technically, we were modeled to mimic the function or the appearance of Deathclaws, kind of.
A bit.
And Sprocket will soul the other one.
Alright. That brings us to a 7. I don't know if anyone feels like vigoring this. There's a lot of 9s, but...
I got a vigor that I could give to you guys.
I already used my vigor a bit ago. Unless we had a
go
rest in
on.
between, in which case I'll use my vigor, but I don't know if we've had a rest or not.
Sprocket will big it up.
You sure we
you'll figure
can't ban Mala for that one era?
What do you say now?
If y'all can run Doom.
Well, yeah, of course we can run Doom. You can make a calculator run Doom.
You can make
You
a
could-
fridge run Doom.
You can make Doom run Doom.
You can make Doom run Doom, and then inside of that Doom, you can also run Doom. Then you can also run Wolfenstein 3D.
If you try and run Doom on Sprocket, he just starts shooting people. He's wired weirdly.
He becomes Doom.
Yeah, he becomes Doom guy.
We could probably wire you to play Snake, though. That's a very simple circuit.
I think you just end up
Wow.
chasing your tail.
True combo. Anyways, it still brings it up to an 11.
Meanwhile, Lucinda is off to the side, continuously making a cloth rag to wipe the grease from her burger off of her claws. Temporary cloth.
Fair enough.
Someone's cloth dirties it, unsummons it, someone's cloth dirties it.
That is quite literally the entire reason I picked that word. Free cleaning rags. You can chuck to the side and they go poof.
You know, that's probably
so
the
good.
most ingenious idea for that particular spell I've ever heard so far.
You're welcome.
Just poof, rag, wipe down thing, toss it aside, poof.
A good
So
cleaning
nice.
tool.
But we still have to buy the lemon pledge.
Yes. No lemon pledge. Memories of a con 16 years ago now.
Oh, I just remember a comic book. That's what Lemon Pledge makes me think of. The comic panel.
Lemon Pledge just reminds me of Quinsuela and the fact that I met Quinsuela as a cleaning lady at the hotel for MFF 2010. Blake, spot on, I'm pretty sure it was her. Or at least the person that Consuela was based off of.
I don't know who Consuela is.
Family
The
Guy.
maid from Family Guy.
No, Lemon Pledge.
No, you buy lemon pledge.
No, I clean.
Like, the character sounds vaguely familiar, but it's been so long since I watched Family Guy.
Understandable.
That's very fair.
All right. Anyway, Dr. Hex is going to be pushing past the encryption. And successfully, because as you're breaking through this, you're realizing that it is still broadcasting a signal.
Oh, that's not good.
However, as you bypass the encryptions, another feature activates on this thing. It's a radio now.
Thanks for the raid, Gabby. Welcome in, Raiders. We're doing our tabletop game right now. I will be in chat.
Welcome, good bird.
That'd be cute.
Yeah, good cookie.
Get good crunchy.
So just to catch what I missed, it was still broadcasting the moment that you broke and it turned into a radio signal?
No. It
Well-
activated its radio function as you have bypassed this encryption. As a message is going to start playing back. Well, not many could reach this point. So, on the off chance this is who I think it is, allow me to say, good morning.
Are the
Well, no,
Grayson
that's just
twins
creepy.
making themselves deaf?
Yep, deafening immediately. Fuck that. That's creepy.
Yep.
It's like mid-afternoon.
So you're gonna be cutting the volume on this thing?
No, we're cutting our own volume.
Yeah.
Everyone
we're
else can
mute-
still hear this shit. We're applying a self-deafen move.
Yep.
Understandable.
Nope. Fuck you. I'm deaf.
Yeah, especially if this person's at this point having their air quotes system compromised is deciding to feel playful.
So yeah, the radio's gonna go on and be like, inform us if they say any strange phrases. We have deafened ourselves for the time being.
The rest of you will probably be hearing this though.
Yep.
Yeah?
It's been a while. It's been a very, very, very long time. Oh, it's still on. I kind of expected you to detonate this by now. Mayhaps you're curious? Interesting, but a slightly bold gambit. Anyway, we'll not be introducing ourselves just yet. That can come for the second encounter. Let's just say we're interested in what we see. And not too fond of sharing. Though, if future encounters go well, maybe we'll not be owning you explicitly. You could be employed instead. There's a lot. People generally find it a lot more agreeable to get a paycheck after all. But by all means, keep a hold on this. Maybe you can make it useful. Oh, and I just wanted to try one thing. Activation phrase 145. Oh, I'm just kidding. I don't have that yet. Bye for now. And the other end will be hanging up.
Damn, I didn't even get to introduce myself.
Not sure you would have been able to.
Yeah, well, either this is one big misunderstanding and we just got wrapped up in a whole bunch of Brahmin shit, or this was intended for us and somebody here has enemies that they did not disclose or know about. Not me. I just make minor annoyances.
Sprague's gonna turn to the twins and jump up and down and wave his arms.
The radio signal goes off. Is everything clear? Can we undeafen ourselves yet?
Yeah, they hung up.
Brother, you can turn off the radio.
And click.
And we can turn these back on. Hold still. Flick. Alright, I think it's right. Flick. So what was that about?
We
Long
very
story
intentionally
short-
did not hear anything.
Yeah, long story short, creepy voice said good morning. You two went deaf. They said, well, you survived our first encounter, tee hee 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 hee, and there'll be more. We might plan on hiring you, if not owning you, because we are very possessive. And they seem to have some sort of long-standing beef. They mentioned long time no see. I don't think I have any long-standing beef with people. Do either of you two have it?
Depends. It could just be what we are.
I certainly have none that I'm aware of.
You said something about a activation phrase, but then kind of tried to play it off.
I'm just going
Yeah,
to
it
say
made my
that there's a
brain
difference
tingly.
between having enemies and having a stalker. If you're asking
don't
about
know.
enemies, maybe, we're not sure. If you're asking about a stalker, yes.
Oh, I don't believe it's the one that we're aware of. This one sounds new.
Still very likely that, considering how they were talking, that they are some form of stalker. Towards some of us. Whether it's us in particular, maybe. Maybe not.
It depends on what that activation code was. I'm assuming they didn't say.
They said part of it. So one.
Please do not
Probably.
repeat it.
Got it. Very fair.
So, does this mean that you two might be some kind of sleeper agent?
No.
Thankfully.
Then why are you scared of the code?
I'm just going to say, remember how I've mentioned memory loss?
Our skills suddenly being less despite the fact that we're both highly trained individuals.
It's not a sleeper agent activation thing. It's more of something trying to force shut us down. We are robotic after all.
If the choice was to forget everybody you knew and love or all your skills, which would you choose?
Probably my skills. Those can be earned back a bit easier.
And there's your answer.
Well,
So if anybody tells you any sort of activation codes, I would highly request you don't repeat them in our presence, just in case.
Especially not if they come from someone who talks very creepily.
I don't know,
Very
some
fair.
say I talk creepy. And Sprocket over there definitely says some concerning things.
How goes the harness, by the way, Dr. Hex?
Sorry, what did you ask out of game? I didn't hear it.
Oh, I said, how goes the harness, by the way?
He's just gonna go, well, if I get more materials, it'll certainly go better. We haven't exactly come across any scavenging spots.
The what?
Pat the Sprocket.
I... Depends on your definition of a harness, but please do not, attach me to things. I am a person with my own autonomy. Also, Vanro, I think you have a very soothing and cute voice.
Venro immediately dismisses that and ignores it. Understood.
Yep.
Immediately dismissed, slightly more in favor of harness.
Maybe a
Ironically, I'm just now.
maybe a muzzle too.
I'm imagining one of those old lady purses for their dogs, where it looks like a purse, but it's actually like a carrier for the dog, and it has the transparent corner for the dog to peek out of.
Don't tempt the Grayson twins. You don't understand how far they'll go for a bit. They will have matching purses.
They absolutely would.
The beginning of the
Go ahead.
the beginning of the actual pocket sprocket. The harness
Yep.
is attached to the side with the sprocket, and when the sprocket is needed, it is taken from the pocket.
I'm just imagining deploy the creature memes.
That sounds about right.
Which fits considering that Oki has said that he explicitly wants the Sprocket to be an abomination of nature creature.
He is. I've been cooking up more and more about just what makes Sprocket wrong and why he shouldn't exist. But he exists despite these flaws.
Yay! Somebody's trying to contact us in some method.
Definitely not enthused about that.
Oh, we're keeping watch tonight, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I would have insisted on us keeping watch regardless. There are many dangers in the waste.
Yeah. Just wanted to make sure after all gestures towards the device that
Right, and speaking of this thing, it didn't explode, and he turned off his end. Should we deconstruct it, throw it away, tie it to a lizard so it scuttles away?
I'm keeping this for spare parts at the very least. These are actual working parts that are capable of a long-distance communication.
Fair.
Be my guest.
We could possibly actually upgrade one of our own antenna with it as long as it's not poisoned. Bugged or what have you.
Say, I think that poisoned would make it easier to integrate with you two.
Not the exact method of poisoned I meant.
Got it.
We're following the yellow brick road. We're following the yellow brick road.
Ooh, that's a nice pair of red heels.
Goodness gracious. I'm back again. What did I miss?
Just RP stuff.
Welcome back.
Yep.
The what?
RP
Just
stuff.
RP stuff.
Oh, okay.
We're just walking along now.
Yep. Well, soon enough, it's going to be time to make camp. Huh?
Three watches, two apiece.
Yeah, I probably should take one of the watches where it's brighter out, just on account of my eyes. Don't want to be a
morning
beacon for
watch.
things to look at us. Yeah.
Who wants to be with Sprocket in the last watch?
I can go ahead and take the last watch with him.
Are we splitting up, brother, or are we going together?
I'm fine with either.
Probably best to split up because we can wake each other up quite easily.
That's true.
And I do like kicking you.
He's just not even responding to that one.
How they wake each other up in the morning? Somebody kicks somebody.
Yeah.
Just
You
boot the
find a
tail.
bit of the tail that's not yours, and you kick it.
Have you accidentally kicked your own tail in these scenarios to either brother?
You learn not
Multiple times.
to. You learn not to.
you learn not to.
Has it happened? Yes. Has it happened recently? Not that anybody's going to know about. That we're admitting to.
Not that they'd admit to each other either. Totally hasn't happened. Not recently.
So Luecinda, Izul, which synth twin do you want, and what first or second?
Probably first.
Okay, I definitely think it's Hera.
What?
You have said Izul's name differently every single time you
I don't know why
said
you're
it.
surprised.
Yeah, I've been doing it partially intentionally and partially not. I am sick, I remind you. I feel like hot trash right now. The Dayquil is not saving me. I've got a
Fair.
headache. I'm sweating. I have the temperature at 68 and I'm sweating.
Ooh.
That's what I've been dealing with. Like, it's gross. So, forgive me. But Luecinda's on second, Izul's on
Yeah, that'll work.
first. Decide which sentient twin y'all want.
But I thought who was on first?
Yeah, that's true. Who is on first? Wait, when did Y not come back?
Seriously,
Why
one of the
not,
best.
RGB.
Right, you got RGB. I guess Hex is with Luecinda.
Sounds good.
I'm
All
in
right.
first, you're in second. Woo! So, Enja watches.
Perception rolls in order, if you please. Once that order has been decided,
It has.
then roll away.
Izul, if I'm pronouncing it right now.
Yeah.
How many dots do you have in perception?
1.
Do you want to roll? I don't think you've rolled though yet tonight. Do you want just a bonus for me? Of 1 dot?
Sure.
Roll away.
I don't think heavy armor impacts perception.
No.
It does not.
Okay. So, 2.
Maybe if you're wearing a big silly helmet.
But don't you know big silly helmets help you see for some reason?
It's no true.
There. Change that to a 5. Of course. Is it just me, or is every, 10 exploded into a true combo tonight?
All of them.
Go ahead and re-roll that one. I'm gonna soul it for you. We're getting late enough. Nice.
6.
All right.
Shit.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's first watch.
Are you looking anywhere in particular?
Dr. RGB's probably doing rotations. Perimeter rotations. I don't know what he is doing specifically, though.
Probably outside the tent. Keeping watch.
This watch is fairly uneventful. But you do notice that at one point there's a peculiar line in the clouds. Like a streak. Like someone pulled a line through it. But just the one.
We'll look up at it. Does it look natural or no?
Not especially. But you can't really see what caused it either.
I guess he'll say to RGB or point it out to RGB.
Look up. Trace along it.
Any idea what it could be?
I guess I can roll a technology and see if anything comes to mind specifically, but probably not out of character. 3 days. I will accept that into my heart. Take my EX dice. Bird. He'll nod and he'll go back to his rotations.
I was just gonna look at that, like, what does that mean?
Bird. You know the flying animal? Bird.
I don't think a bird. Izul's gonna just look up at this the cloud, then back to RGB.
He's walking the perimeter. Absolutely sure that he looked up and he saw a cloud line, the cloud broken up by a bird. Yep, had to be a bird. It's a flying thing. Makes perfect sense. It's like he's the wrong brother for technology things.
He just has
With
to
his-
talk with full confidence.
Yes. His brother's asleep. That's half his brain cells right there. Now, if you asked about anatomy, he'd get it spot on, but nope, you asked about something that might be technological. It's a bird. Totally a bird.
Izul's just gonna look it back up at the thing, and then at RGB, and then at the tent. You know what? I'll just say about it when their watch.
I'm assuming nothing else happens on our watch, Enja.
That it does not.
Well, you can explain that to Heck or to Dr. Hex when Dr. RGB goes to sleep.
Yeah. Izul's gonna get the other two up.
Well, Dr. Hex just gets a boot to the tail. Works
Oh.
every time.
Every time.
I guess Izul will get Luecinda and then go to Dr. Hex.
So I guess the tail is where the power button is?
No, it's just the one place that we know we can't actually injure each other by booting really hard.
Yep, the tail is, fortunately for us, not a valid target for damage. Yes, we made up lore reasons as to why you can't just attack the tail and kill us. It's not a part of our hitbox. It's legitimately not. We only have haptic feedback, not pain receptors, and there's nothing that actually matters in there. It's filled with industrial gel.
Feel the backhand of justice!
But go ahead and explain, Gimund.
So, Dr. Hex?
What?
RGB thinks it's a bird, but I have other suspicions. As he's gonna point to the, the cloud.
My brother's a medical doctor. Of course he's going to default to things being biological. It's what he does. But he'll go ahead and take a look.
Alrighty. Give me a perception. Or maybe appraisal.
Well, I'm going to take appraisal because it's slightly better.
Oh no!
I'm definitely accepting that into my heart. This is funny.
This
this is actively funny.
Metal bird.
He's gonna you know, flicker his lights a little bit, and then think for a second, and then go, government bird, and just start walking off.
I guess I'll make an attempt.
If we get another -1.
Yes.
Yes. Sorry, that's funny. Bird. The other one. Government bird.
The medical doctor goes bird. The PhD engineer doctor goes government bird. Metal bird.
It's a drone. I am also going to make an attempt.
It would have been funny if you also failed.
I was expecting to.
So funny.
I was
It would have
expecting
been
it.
hilarious.
All right,
Everybody
so-
but Izul's like bird.
All right, so
go ahead.
Does Luecinda see anything?
You see this strange cloud formation, like something very high soar really quickly through a cloud, tearing a line through it.
Ah. That's no clue what it is, but it's sure something.
Bird.
I don't think birds are that fast.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, but looks over to both of them. Looks back. Really seem to think it's a bird.
Look, all I'm
That
gonna
is-
say is the dice decided to do the funniest fucking thing possible for us.
I mean, it's a bird. That is the fastest bird I've ever seen.
Doubt. I think I'm going to go to bed. And Isil's heading into the tent.
Understand.
I guess you guys get to roll your perception now, however you guys want to do it.
I suppose I shall roll my keep watch perception then instead of stare at what might be a bird but is probably a bird on cocaine.
Yeah, go ahead and take a teamwork dice from me.
Sounds good. At least it's not negative.
And
You will not be seeing anything on your watch. Well, nothing new anyway.
So we see the bird again.
You see the line.
How interesting.
I mean, if we don't see anything else, we don't see anything else. So,
Yep. So,
Our time
you
for
know.
last watch.
yep.
All right. If nothing has happened, then we will, at the end of our watch, we're going to go and wake up Sprocket and Venro.
Hex will
How do
point
you
out
wake
the
up
government
Sprocket?
bird.
What'd you say, Oki?
How do you wake up Sprocket?
Lucinda's going to take out her feather duster and just dust his face.
Oh, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh god, it's dark. Wait. He turns his lights on. Good morning, Lucinda. What was that about a government bird?
The government
There's
bird
some
outside.
There's some weird thing in the sky going fast enough to put holes in the cloud.
That's weird.
Yeah. Little weird. Don't know what it is.
The government
Sprocket's
bird.
going to unlatch himself from the tail that he had leaned up against as he was sleeping, and go.
Oh, I see. There's a streak in the clouds. I wonder what kind of government bird that could be. Oh, did anything attack us during watch?
No.
Actually, I have a funny idea. I'd like to use appraisal to figure out what's going on with the government bird.
Figures that when I finally step away is when I'm finally in the seat, but
Correct.
also
That's the way it
welcome
works.
in,
Yeah.
Conrad.
3, 6.
Ah, okay. It was an expensive government bird. Sleep tight. I'm gonna go stare at some rocks.
And I will go watch the rest of the area.
All right, have fun. I'm gonna go pass out now.
Sleep well, you two. So, Venro, you point me in the right direction where I should look, and I'll help you with watch.
BG is going to be the flashlight.
Essentially everywhere. We just look around the whole area.
Got it. Well, what I meant was,
I'm assisting you with your perception roll.
How much are you adding?
+1.
Well, I'm gonna accept that unless you want to adjust it.
Mathematically, a body would be better than a soul, right?
They are about equivalent. A soul is, well, so a soul is worth 1.4 repeating at standard difficulty. And a body is worth 1.3 repeating at standard difficulty. The numbers change drastically depending on difficulty changes. So in a vacuum, souling is better than bodying, but it's highly dependent.
Yeah, makes sense. Because with a soul, you have 9 out of 10 chances to at least turn a 1 into a 0, a -1 into a 0. Just as a vibes thing, so that's always good.
The expected estimated value of a soul is 1.4 repeating. So it has a higher expected return on investment. But there's other things to keep in mind because, you also can't swap up types. So if you do a soul and you only have like a single one to soul, when you get later game and you start having multiple boost die that you're able to use a little bit more liberally, it would be better if you're planning on going all in to just body twice instead of souling once.
Gotcha.
But low levels, you usually just stick to soul and it's correct.
Okay, then we'll soul it up. Let's eat that one and turn it into fun.
Okay, Eddie. Oh, okay, Ed.
There we go.
Paid off. 4.
Yippee.
1 + 1 = fun and a bun, Eddie. Ah ha ha ha.
Life has many doors, said boy.
Now, you will be attracting some insects with such a bright light, but not big ones.
I've always found the sound of them hitting themselves against my visor kind of relaxing. It's like rain, but buggy.
I'm just imagining Venro turns to Sprocket and his face is entirely covered in moths.
Wow, Mala's threat came true. All right.
I used to smash them, but it turns up that cleaning the bug guts off my visor is harder than just shooing them away. They make for good snacks, though.
Sprocket grabs a moth and just chomp.
Well, yeah. Fenrir's just going to nod slowly at that and keep watching the area around.
You'd think a survivalist would, know good protein when he sees it, but
Tiny things like that aren't really worth the hassle normally.
that's the best part. No hassle here.
So you enjoy.
Will do.
Sprocket will enjoy his moth popcorn breakfast.
Good for Sprocket.
Yeah.
Well, we see
Okay.
anything with our watch or anything?
Nope. Apart from the bugs from the outdoor lamp. It is the next day. And it's time to resume yon march.
Onward we go. I'm assuming all signs of the bird is gone.
Yes, the clouds have since changed and look perfectly normal.
So is next week's episode going to be called Expensive Government Bird Contrails?
Now, I can't guarantee that.
Well, while I don't really want to end early, we are basically at time. A new day is
That's fair.
kind of a good time.
At the start of a new day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, because at best we just travel a little bit, do one more random encounter.
And then have to stop in the middle of it.
Yeah, stopping in the middle of encounters is always rough, so
It's true.
We might run into the bird or the government bird or whatever the heck it is.
obviously it's a bird.
If I have to choose between the government and the bird, I pick a bird.
Now, they encountered a potentially new faction over doing a radio advertisement. They gave you a phone number, but I don't think that you might be particularly inclined to call them. They are NME for all your minion and or monster needs.
Interesting.
And they're just sort of recruiting whoever. If anyone is looking for direction.
And as it was so eloquently put by one of our party members, who is absolutely precious. They have a Goonion.
Are you talking in third person, or are you talking about Gimund?
No, that was said
I didn't come up
about
with
that.
Goonion.
Yeah,
That was me that
Viv.
said that.
Yeah, that was Viv. Like that was Viv's brainchild. That was powerful. If I said that like myself, I'd own it.
Oh, because the thing is that you were talking about adorable, and I do not associate that with Viv at all. That's
I mean, I think Viv's adorable, but yeah, Precious is questionable here.
You're liable to get yourself, clawed to death or bit to death or otherwise dead.
That's fair.
Game over in whatever various ways Viv feels like at the moment.
Oh no! First they
Depends.
disintegrate me.
It depends on how I'm feeling that particular moment. But yes, I said that they were basically a Goonion, and then Zim wanted to hurt Mains for that.
Well, Venro doesn't have the punishment feat, so...
Well, that's a skill issue, and I had to say it because Taigo wasn't here.
So we're still safe to make puns for at least a couple more sessions.
So, Enja, how much XP did we get?
Not enough.
Yeah, I suppose we didn't fight a boss, so fine. Well,
we did
either way.
technically take down an enemy.
We did. Well, that wouldn't be 25 XP.
No.
But either way, thank you everybody for joining us today for Fallout Twin Cities Scar. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They are on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to help out the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, tipping to the channel directly, grabbing merch over at zgfgaming.store, or just coming by and hanging out. But for now, thank you so much for joining, everybody, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Beep, beep.
Make sure to eat your moths.